What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be doing an Elite tutorial for the Halo tutorial series that I'm doing. And we're going to be building this today. Hopefully you can see it on camera. It's an Elite Major in dark red. It's very basic, but you can customize your Elite from here since this is a modular design. So let's get started. So these are three different Elite variants that I come up with. One is the Arbiter, obviously, with the shotgun in the middle. The one to the left is the Shipmaster from Halo 2 and 3, and he is also missing his right jaw, so like half jaw, that guy. And then we have a Flood Combat Form Elite that is an infected Elite Major. So these are all three different possibilities you can make using this Elite design. I designed it to be modular, which means that you can pretty much customize it for any class or any character who is an Elite in the video game with no problem at all. So I'm just gonna focus rack to different characters. So in the front is the Arbiter, and he has his pauldron on the left shoulder, and then his little flashlight thingy on the right shoulder, and he's sporting the dark silvery colored gray tooth pieces, which are pretty sweet looking actually. And then if we focus to the left, this is the Shipmaster. He looks pretty sweet too. He's kind of hard to see because he's white and we're on a white background. And then if you focus over to the right, you see the Flood Combat Form. So that's pretty much it. And let's get to the tutorial. Okay guys, so this is all the pieces you're gonna need for this model. That light bluish thing is actually the energy sword, which just kind of looks blown out against the white background. But I think you guys can see everything here. Feel free to pause the video just to make sure that you have all the pieces you need, and then we'll get started building it. Okay, so the first step, like most of my tutorials, is we're going to start with the chest area, because that's where the head, the arms, and the legs come out. So we're going to get started with using this dark bluish gray brick with the studs all around it. This is a very useful piece, by the way, just for building anything Halo, because everything in Halo is so minifig scale, and this allows you to build on all four sides and build many intricate and great things. So we're going to use this, and we're going to grab a 1x1 dark bluish gray stud and snap that on the top of it like so, and then we're going to flip it upside down. Next we're going to grab the two 2x2 dish pieces and put them on the sides so that it'll look like that. And this is pretty much the shoulder of the Elite. And then after that we're going to grab a 1x1 stud and stick that in the middle here. Let's try and slide it in like so. So it looks like that. And this is the chest part. And now we're going to flip it backwards, and we're going to grab one of these pieces, this 1x2 modified brick with the bar in it so that you can stick a clip. And we're going to stick that, slide it in. Okay, come on. We're going to stick that in like this. It's actually, what you're going to do, let me take this out, is you're going to line up this center little circle thing and put that in the stud. So it's actually, you're going to set it in the middle like this. So pretty much when you're building this, just make sure this lines up here. You're going to put it down and using that center little circle. You're not going to actually put it down on the normal stud area. So after you do that, we're going to grab a 1x2 modified or jumper brick. I think that's what this is called. Snap that on like this. And then we're going to grab a dark red tooth piece. This is one of my favorite pieces. This color is really cool and it looks great. It's the Halo 3 Elite Major class color. I love the look of this. So this is pretty much the back where the neck is going to come out, and this is the front part. We're going to add the front armor in a second. Now we're going to grab the second 1x1 brick with all the studs around it and stick it in like this. this is where the legs are going to come out of. And then on the back here, we're going to grab a cheese slope in the dark red color and put that on the back part. Then after that, we're going to grab a 1x1 tile, stick that on the bottom like this. Then we're going to grab another 1x1, but this time we're going to put it in diagonally so it's like a diamond shape. And then finally, we're going to add another dark red tooth piece and put that in right here. So this is the front armor. I would be using these dish pieces in dark red, but Lego actually doesn't make them, I don't think, in this color, so gray is the next best option. So after this, we're going to do the head, so we can set this aside. Now for the head, all you have to do, it's actually really easy, is grab one of these modified plates here and then put this modified plate on top of it. So one of the plates is this little clip and the other is the one with the two studs coming off of it. Then after that, we're going to grab two other modified clips, except these modified clips are the horizontal version. I'll show you. These ones. And you're going to stick them on the side, on each side of the brick with the two studs on it. And after that, we're going to grab another dark red tooth piece, stick that on the back like this, and then we're going to grab a second one and put that on top of it going the other direction. So that is the Elite's head. Looks pretty cool. And once you're done with that, you take the chest piece and you take this clip and you clip them on and you stick it down like so, and it should bend down a little bit, and it looks really, really epic. So now after this, we can do the arms. So the arms are actually really easy. We're gonna take these Exoforce little claw pieces and stick one on each side like this and like this. So just stick them through the 2x2 circle plates, and then we're gonna grab one of these black tap pieces that kind of look like a kitchen sink, and we're just gonna put them in on each side like this, and that should be what it looks like. Then after that, we're gonna set that to the side for a second, and we're gonna grab one of these Exoforce arms. In this case, we're gonna do it in the dark red color, and then we're gonna grab an Exoforce claw piece, and before we put that in, we're gonna slide one of these little Technic pieces in. I don't know what this particular piece is called, but after that, you put that on the arm. It just kind of extends the arm and makes it longer, so that doesn't look really small compared to the rest of the Elite's body. And then we're going to snap that on like so and slide it in a little bit, and then you can bend it around and position it the way you like. And we're just going to do the exact same thing for the other side. So we're going to grab the Exoforce claw and the Technic piece, slide these on, and then put that in the Exoforce arm, and then clip that on like this, and then bend it however way you want it, like so. Okay, so now the only thing left is to build the legs, and the legs are actually the most interesting part. So what we're going to do is grab one of these flat horizontal clip pieces, and we're going to grab one of these tooth pieces, put that on top. So it'll look like this. After that, we're going to grab one of these modified plates again with the two studs on each side, and we're going to put that on like that, sideways. And then we're going to grab another one of those pieces and put that in like this, and bend it so that it touches the bottom of the tooth piece. So it looks like this. Now after that, we're going to take two 1x1 circular studs, and put them one on top of each other like this. Then we're going to grab another cheese slope in the dark red color and stick that on, and bam, there you go. That is one leg done. But to attach it to this, we will grab, whoops, sorry for that sound, I just rubbed against the mic. We're going to grab one of these tap pieces again, slide that in like this, and we might as well put one on the other side too, so grab a second one of that, put that in like this, and then you can take this, focus, and snap it on. And see right here, you can't turn it, it kind of stops here, so you kind of need to pull out the tap piece a little more, and then you can turn it. Whoops, this fell off. Then you can turn it and position it the way you like. Now, all we have to do is the final leg. That's pretty much mirroring what we just did. So, I'll just do this really quick. Take the horizontal clip piece, put the tooth piece on top of it, then grab one of these modified pieces with the two studs on it, put that going this way this time since we're mirroring it. Then we're going to grab a second one of those pieces with the two studs, slide it on and bend it so that it touches the bottom of the tooth piece. Then we can grab these two studs, put them one on top of each other, put that there, and then grab the cheese slope, stick that on here, and then all you have to do is snap that leg on, pull out the tap water piece, and make sure it can bend enough to go forward. So that's what it looks like. You can kind of position the legs so that it looks like it can stand up. Basically, you need to just fiddle around with cheese slopes just to make sure that it can stand up fine. And then finally, you can add whatever weapon you want to the Elite, but in this case, I'm adding a Brick Arms Energy Sword. There. So, that's pretty much all there is to it. As you saw, there are many different variants, including the Arbiter, the Shipmaster, the Flood variant, which I will do a tutorial on soon, and of course the normal basic Elite variant. So I hope this is helpful, and that's all there is to it. I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. Let's try and get this video to 30 likes. And next week we're going to be doing some more tutorials, probably some Flood, and maybe the long-awaited Hunter tutorial that you've all been wanting for a long time. So subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you want to see my Halo Brute tutorial or my Halo Drone tutorial, please click the annotations on screen right now. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter for all the latest updates.